is up, Midway Mayhem fans? This is Dan, and we have
Lauren.
And we're here at Disney's Hollywood Studios for Galactic Nights. Yeah! So we had a chance to come here a couple months ago, and the park has invited us back out. As you can see, we have some fancy headpieces here. C-3PO, but we're gonna check everything out. Let's go. So there wasn't much of a wait to get through security or through the front entrance, and we're now inside about to explore all that Galactic Nights is. Alrighty guys, so Lauren right here is reading through this little fancy booklet that we have. It is the official Star Wars Galactic Nights pamphlet. It shows 7 p.m. through 12 a.m. Yeah, and you also have a nice little lanyard on you. So see? Very nice. And have you seen anything interesting in the book so far, or have you had a chance to really look at it?
I had a chance to skim through it. In the book, of course, you have the map of the certain points. You have the Inside Star Wars Galaxy Edge. This is going to be the shows in the theater. You have the Rock and Roller Coaster, the Star Wars edition.
Yeah.
That's only with Galactic Nights.
Yeah, and of course they're going to have photo spots, everything else like that. The usual suspects.
I'm going to say, speaking of the photo spots, on the back of the lanyard, with each photo spot, they have I think a sticker that you can affix to the back of the lanyard.
Very nice, and that's included in the booklet, or do you get those only at the photo spot?
I believe yeah, it's only at the photo spot.
Okay, so. Very nice. So we got a lot of stuff to do, a lot of things to cover.
Yeah.
I think it's time. Let's go.
Force Awakens, or even we teach Silo B.
We're going to be excited to see you introduce the inside the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge over in the Epic Theater.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, Jonas, I bet you're really excited to answer some fan questions right here at Rebel Base for Stars of the Saga.
Well, actually...
Oh, Ashley, I bet you're excited to check out all that exclusive Star Wars Galactic Nights merchandise that's for sale here.
Oh, and you want to head over to Star Tours so you can meet the Ewoks.
Yeah, well, I think he's probably met more than a few Ewoks in his day. Am I right, Warwick?
You are right.
All right, don't forget to come on up and experience the Imperial March coming up Hollywood Boulevard with Darth Vader.
Listen, I can't wait to get out into the park and check out everything Galactic Nights has to offer. Everybody have a great evening tonight. Enjoy yourselves, and may the Force be with you.
Well, one of the first things that we're going to do tonight is a special panel for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And there's 3 show times, but we're catching the first one. And there's some interesting panelists. Let's go see what they have to say about it.
Please give a warm Star Wars Galactic Nights welcome to Warwick Davis.
Welcome everyone. Yes, I'm Warwick Davis, and I suspect, I'm not sure, but we may have a few Star Wars fans in the house tonight. Fantastic. Then some of you may recognize me as Wald or Weasel from The Phantom Menace, or perhaps as Wooden of Star Wars. Are you ready for that? Are you ready to go inside Star Wars Galaxy's Edge? I certainly can't wait to explore all that the brand new planet of Batuu has to offer. Now, I've been involved with Star Wars for many years, and that love of Star Wars started when I was just 7 years old, when I went to see Star Wars A New Hope in the cinema. And I had a small group of action figures, and I used to immerse myself in that world through those action figures. And then when I was 11 years old, I was cast in the films, and I got to walk on the sets, I got to play on the sets, and I got to battle stormtroopers. The was fantastic. And I wondered about the possibilities of a real live Star Wars experience. But then the director said cut, and it was all over. But when you're on Batuu, no one's going to say cut. It's an immersive experience that you're absolutely going to love. So, are you ready to meet the architects of this brand new world? And to help us do that, please let me introduce your host for the evening, Mr. David Collins. Here he is. Reactions to me being part of this movie once again. I managed to sneak into all the films, but funnily enough, people have just noticed me as Weasel in the movie, but I have contributed, not easy for me to say, to a few other characters in the movie that nobody spotted yet.
Well, I have to tell you, and I don't want to give anything away. How many of you have seen Solo already? Alright. Well, for just a few of you that haven't, I won't give anything away when I say this, but when you were revealed, I was at the premiere, everyone in the audience cheered.
Oh, thank you.
It wouldn't be a Star Wars movie without Warwick Davis.
Fantastic, thank you very much.
Like the thousands of pieces of props and set dressing that will be bringing this world to life.
I'm John Georges, executive producer of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. I've been at Imagineering for over 30 years. Thank you. It's amazing because I actually worked on the original Disney MGM studios, so it's so fantastic to be back and being part of its transformation.
Fantastic.
Hi everyone, I'm Margaret Harrison and I'm the managing story editor to help tell the stories for the Star Wars portfolio. So for all our parks, resorts, cruise lines, I work very closely with our team and Lucasfilm to develop and create those stories.
What a cool job. You tell Star Wars stories for a living.
Yes, I do. It is a dream job, I have to say.
That's a good opening line at a party. Did you think you'd be doing that? Did you ever think?
No, I would not expect that at all. But you know what? I would not imagine doing anything else right now. This is truly a dream job.
Good, because that's your job, yeah. We're all waiting with bated breath. Yes, Scott.
And I'm Scott Trowbridge, and I get to work with these cool people and many others around the world, overseeing how we bring Star Wars to life in Disney's parks, resorts, cruise lines, and all of that stuff. And you know, we're all super excited to be here with you guys tonight because you know, the one thing we never lose sight of is who we're doing this work for, and that's you guys, the fans. So we're super excited to share this stuff with you guys. And we have a lot of stuff for you guys tonight that you'll be the first audience ever to see some of this stuff. So
I'm excited.
that word mission. It's all the interesting people. And it's
Perfect
the
for park guests, right?
Yes, perfect for park guests. Because it's the stepping off point for our Star Wars across the galaxy. Because it is a spaceport.
Right.
And as a spaceport, that means there are spaceships. Including, anybody recognize this one?
Yeah.
You know, some people call it like a flying retraction experience, which we'll hear a little bit more about tonight. Puts you in the middle of a battle between the First Order and the Resistance. It is an epic experience, bringing all of the epicness of Star Wars to life. So a lot of stuff going to be part of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
That is a lot to take.
Our team is just always in awe. Every time we walk the site, 14 acres is huge. And you walk and walk and walk and you can just see all this tremendous progress. In fact, I think we have a video of the site. Would you guys be interested in seeing that? Fires soaring into the sky above the land. A lot of the construction down below is the village on the planet itself, on the surface of Batuu. Again, it's really just the massive scope and scale of all this and the hundreds of people that are coming in every day passionately doing this work tirelessly and are actually as excited as all of you are to get it done and live their own Star Wars adventures too. Really impressive and exciting time for this project.
We play this music every morning.
We usually do. It plays in my head all day.
That is awesome. I am so excited. So right there at Pinewood Studios with the same, you know, hair, makeup, special effects, costumes, you know, production folks, working right alongside all the key talent that you would expect us to be working with to help bring Star Wars Galaxy's Edge to life. Because nobody puts Star Wars on screen better than that group of folks. So we're tapping into those folks. Now, seeing in Asia, which I thought we could share with you guys.
And I think a lot of the people in the audience tonight may have heard a rumor about us building some AT-ATs, but we are actually building AT-ATs, full-size AT-ATs.
You're building AT-ATs?
We are, full-size.
Right over here!
Right over. In fact, they may be walking
said 2 AT-ATs.
AT-ATs.
Plural. You're building more than one? Oh, look at that.
You know, and I think when these are so massive, when they appear in the films, they're typically done as a digital effect. So nobody's ever thought about doing these full-size practically before. It's been quite a feat, actually, to pull this off completely. And speaking of feet, there's a bear. Really amazing attention to detail. You know, our partnership with Lucasfilm on this whole project has been so seamless, and we've had access to the filmmakers and Doug Chang, the design team. So the accuracy and the rendering, this is a practical set of these giant AT-AT walkers.
That's a photograph.
Photograph.
Inside the set.
Inside the
right
ship.
over there.
Yeah.
No wonder they're so scary.
And you mentioned that those are to scale. That's actually a full-size
AT-ATs, yeah. And even though they're not in operation yet, they're a little intimidating to those of us who go into the scene for show installation.
That is, look at that. Look at the attention to detail there. And that's just taken right underneath.
Well, like I said, if you're going to go inside one of these epic experiences and live a piece of Star Wars, this is what you would expect, right? This is exactly the kind of experience that you would expect to be part of your story. And although we're not going to talk too much about this story tonight,
you'll all be able to get on board and take a journey on. We have another ship as part of this experience that's a resistance troop transport. And I think some of you in the audience may have been familiar with this. We released some artwork previously, and if any of you went to the D23 Expo in Anaheim last summer, we actually had a model of that on display. We haven't said a lot about it. This is an actual physical full-size ship that you'll actually step on board and set off on an adventure of your own.
So just like the Falcon, this is now a second ship in Galaxy's Edge.
It's a busy spaceport there, yes it is.
So Batuu is just the beginning. It's just a spaceport, and then we're going to go out into the galaxy and experience.
yeah, it's a big galaxy. We've got lots of places to go.
Epic in scale, beautifully detailed. Really, you might notice a little bit of battle damage. I think it's had kind of a rough life before it landed on Batuu, but really, really beautiful, beautiful ship.
That is joining us in our land. And he actually had a very minor role in the films, but all of you made him into a superstar. And of course, we decided we cannot build this land without bringing a certain character into the story. Do we have any 9-Num fans here?
Yeah. Anybody dressed like 9-Num? You never know, Galactic.
So, I don't know how many of you know this, but when they shot Return of the Jedi, there was a graduate student from Kenya who was visiting, and they recorded him in his native language. And so we decided we want to find this original voice actor for 9-Num. So we traveled all the way to Kenya to record him so that we can have this authentic character in our land. So we're very, very excited about that.
My name is Kipsang Bilbotich. I'm from Baringo County in the Rift Valley. I got a surprise contract by mail telling me that I've been nominated for a voice by Lucasfilm, and I was selected to be the voice of 9-Num in the Star Wars. That was the beginning. Until now, I got that surprise that I was being wanted again to be a voice of 9-Num. My real nephew called me and he said, "Uncle, you know you're wanted in America." He told me to check on the internet. Many people impositing themselves as it is, they were 9-Num. So there are over 1,000 people who are claiming to be me. It's amazing how 9-Num has evolved in the last 30 years. He's become a very famous character. Well, I think that I'm going to be part of that voice to be played in Disney World. It's amazingly unbelievable. And I'm really happy to be that family of Star Wars who are bringing the whole world together and globally to unite humanity.
What's going on in Orlando, Florida right now? There are thousands of artisans working on Star Wars in Orlando, Florida. And I'm privileged to head up a team of extremely talented artists who are also hardcore Star Wars fans, just like you, who are building all the props and set dressing at a top secret location in Orlando. And they're the guys that are going to bring this world to life with all the little minuscule details that you've always wanted to see. And the challenge for us is doing it as good as you guys. You guys have been doing it for 40-something years, and we're trying to keep up with you. And I mean, you guys are the best at building helmets and droids and blasters and all that stuff, and we're trying to do it as good as you. Everybody knows
you are. Best. You're doing a fine job. You're doing a fine job.
But we've been very privileged to get to work with the film crew in the UK. I mean, how many of you guys would like a chance to go to a Star Wars film set?
Yeah.
We have a creature stall. You know, everyone loves the creatures of Star Wars, be they cute or cuddly or creepy and scary. You'll get to see them all at this place. The creatures they'll come to life, and you'll get to take one home with you if you're lucky. Right now, our artisans are focusing on bringing these creatures to life. And a lot of the creatures that we're doing have never existed before outside of the literature or an animated series. So for the first time, we're getting to bring these characters to life. We're working with Doug Chang, which is an honor for all of our artists to get to be directed by Doug and have his input on the work that we're doing. We're very lucky to have him working with us. But for the first time, you'll see these creatures coming to life that have only existed in print before or existed in an animated series, for instance. How many of you know the Loft Cats from Star Wars? Well, we're going to bring one to life for you to see in real. You'll be able to walk around him. He'll be living, breathing. This is a sculpt that we're working on right now, and this is very early on in the process. This is one of the first reviews we did with Doug of the creature. But this is the kind of detail and the kind of love we're putting into everything.
So one person is interested.
I will tell you what the name of this location is. Go on up here. So the name of our village is Black Spire Outpost. And there's a reason why we call it that. There are thousands and thousands of years ago, we imagined that there was these tall, towering ancient trees that overlooked the river valleys here. And over the years, these trees eroded and petrified and became these unique rock formations. And this, as the planet became more of a minor crossroads for trade, people would stop by and actually know this planet as the place for these spires. But there was one particular spire that's located centrally in the village, and this particular spire was more unique and more blacker than all the rest. And it became a wayfinding for all of the travelers, all the smugglers and bounty hunters who came by and said, "I'll meet you at the Black Spire." So it became this very infamous location. And this is the location where your adventures begin.
Yeah. We'll be seeing you at Black Spire Outpost.
And we wanted you guys on both the Disneyland version and also right here at Disney Hollywood Studios. We talked about, we actually shared a fun new, some imagery of Black Spire Outpost, as Margaret just said. And instead of me just saying it, I thought maybe we could run that little video clip again. You guys want to see it?
Yeah, you want to see it?
Another view of Black Spire Outpost. Until tonight. For you guys are going to be the first to receive the rest of the first pack of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge cards that will complete that map. Bring in some additional characters and stories so you'll have a sense of what's coming, and also a little bit, some of the secrets, a little bit more of the history behind Black Spire Outpost, which, although it may be new to us, as a reminder, is not new to some of our favorite Star Wars characters. They've known about it for a really long time. So, and those will not be here in the theater tonight, but when you leave the park tonight, when you leave the event tonight at the exit, everyone will be given the cards you need to complete that map and complete the set.
That's great. So, not as you're exiting the theater. So much. And thanks to all of you here at Galactic Nights. Have a great night. I'm David Collins. Thanks for being with you.
Let's just try to take an adventure without me for a second. We should take pictures. These points are just continuously roll
Hi. How you doing? Down Grand Avenue here, we have a couple photo opportunity spots. One of them is right next to the entrance to Galaxy's Edge, and the other one is over by the Muppets. Alrighty, so there is a photo opportunity spot right over here next to Galaxy's Edge, and we can see a couple of the stormtroopers, and that's what Lauren and myself are doing right now.
Stage of her best friend.
Have you sworn allegiance to the First Order? That was a bold.
Just as a reminder, if you are going to be doing the photo opportunity spots, the line can get a little bit long, as we can see right here. But luckily it doesn't take too long. That was only about maybe a 5-10 minute wait. And the next photo opportunity spot right here is going to be K2SO from Rogue One. So yes, you can get a photo with them. Moving on to the next photo opportunity spot, it's over here by the Chinese Theater. And the actual photo location is just around the corner over here.
How many? Perfect. Okay, just one moment.
And here's a photo opportunity spot. Something you gotta love about Galactic Nights is that all the attractions are open, including Toy Story Midway Mania, which is only showing a 30-minute wait right now. Not terrible. And of course, since we're redoing the entrance, once Toy Story opens, they have us going over here. So entry for the queue is a little bit different. Safety glasses. Check. Midway Games. Heck, I like anything with the name Midway. You're going down. You're going down. I don't know. Lauren may think she has the chance of beating me, but she really doesn't know what she's up against. Actually, usually Lauren whoops my butt on this game. Yeah, we'll see this time. And our chariot has arrived. It's going down. I'm yelling timber, you better move, you better dance.
Don't demonetize us.
I'm gonna practice game. Watch those lines.
My arms feel so broken. Ah! My arms are broken! Ow! What did we get at least? Was it worth it? What? You beat me? No. What? Oh. I actually did better, yeah. I got the kitty cat. Alright, so let's see. Best in vehicle. Well, that wasn't me. Oh well, it was still fun. But yeah, we definitely need to take a break. My arm is hurting. Remember, over here at One Man Presents, you can check out a model of Batuu in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So yeah, this thing is highly detailed, and you can get an overall look at how the area is going to be. While we were here, we figured, well, why not check out the Incredibles 2 trailer that's now playing here as well. Of course, right over here by Groot and Star-Lord, they have a couple different things from merchandise, and one thing that I noticed, well, this says Mission Breakout. Yeah, as in like Tower of Terror.
The doors are about to open in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And the doors are now opening. So everyone's out if you want to see the film. It is a great film. I have yet to see it, but I'm going to go ahead and judge it and say it's great.
Star Wars Launch Bay, where you can see some of your favorite characters and get a couple photo opportunities. And then we also have a couple other guys that are walking around right now as well. And if you're a fan of droids, well, they've got you covered, as there's small ones over there, there's bigger ones like this one, and other ones over here too. This is just to give you an idea of how long you may wait for some of the photo opportunities here at Launch Bay. See, Darth Vader 55 minutes, BB-8 is 20 minutes, Rey Chewbacca 45, of course we have Kylo Ren at 60 minutes with Phasma. One awesome thing about the private event here is we have alcohol for sale, and there's 2 different drinks. We see the Solar Explosion and then the Lightspeed Margarita. Both of them pretty tasty. I've actually had a chance to try them, and I highly recommend them.
Apology accepted, Commander. Perhaps.
Yes, it's an honor to have you here, and we hope you'll be back here at 11:45 to see a Galactic Spectacular right here on the Chinese Theater. So, and to all of you,
may the Force be with you!
Stand aside! So don't make me come over that. Nicely done.
Really? Well, they're out of the...
Secure this area. We have reports that some of the civilians in this sector may be hostile. You there. Your loyalties. I demand to know where your loyalties lie. Are you faithful, Empire, or do you support rebel scum? Nicely done. A wise career decision. The rest of you, do not be alarmed, citizens. This elite unit of stormtroopers and myself are here for your protection. Unlike the rebellion, we cease chaos and disorder, and a civil war without end. The Empire is here for your safety. The Empire.
Another photo opportunity spot is right here next to the Hyperion Theater. And and that's what we're going to be doing next. You can't have a special event without having special event merchandise, and they have some. Let's go check it out. And here's one of the items for exclusive event merchandise. We can see Star Wars Galactic Nights water bottle 2018.
Some indigenous tribes and scavengers. A few spaceports like this one are havens for those that don't wish to be moved. It's controlled by the Huts. You can't take a raw fence there. The Huts are gangsters.
Has anybody ever seen pirates? I'm the only human who can do it.
Sort of a big dark blur. I see a big light blur. There's nothing to see. I have to live here. You're gonna die here. Convenient.
You will never find more wretched hive, scum and villainy. We must be cautious.
We have finally made our way over by Rock and Roller Coaster, and that is where a couple more photo opportunity spots are, and my favorite ride at the park, Rock and Roller Coaster. Just like a couple months ago, we have DJ Darkside spinning the beat for all the guests.
Who's ready for a high kick? Hands up!
Is John Williams in here? has arrived.
Hyperdrive. Installed it myself. And I've got the perfect soundtrack to put you in the mood.
Right.
Setting coordinates. Let's count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, punch it!
It's time to make their way over to the main stage.
And here we are at the Sunset Showcase Theater, and then directly across the way, we have another photo opportunity spot right over here, and this is for the Seven Sister.
That like one of those bars.
Yep, the final photo opportunity spot we have right in here, a full-size Rancor and a couple other different things.
I can't wait for all of this.
And check this out, we have a Tower of Terror bellhop, and he's got a little radio music box playing some Star Wars beats. Rides of the nights for us, we have Tower of Terror and only a 10-minute wait. Yeah, this is what I love about private events. No wait. And he still has the music box. You know, I'm ready to check into the hotel, but I don't think anybody's here to check me in. But this is a really neat treat. Thanks to our bellhop here, we're getting a chance to explore an area that's not normally open to guests. So we're right here by the couch, fireplace. Looks like it's seen some better days, as the cobwebs are all over the place. But man, this is a neat little treat. Check this out. We even have the jacket with the little flower on it. All the nightstands. Luggage. Wonder if there's anything in there.
Don't touch.
Yeah, don't touch. No touchy. And looks like they were saving a bottle of wine for us. How nice. I'm sorry we just got here a little bit late. Yeah. But overall, this was really, really neat. Again, thank you to our resident bellhop for doing this. We do appreciate it.
And ideas. You just crossed over into the Twilight Zone. Hollywood, 1939. Amid the glitz and the glitter of bustling young movie town at the height of its golden age, the Hollywood Tower Hotel was a star in its own right.
Yeah, again, I'm digging the weights.
Hello!
Hello! Two.
Row 2.
Woo!
Is that filming?
Yes.
No, we're not. We're in embarrassment to train Jedi everywhere. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hollywood Tower launch bay. When your Millennium Falcon arrives, I will be calling you in one row at a time. Seatbelts on board, buckle up.
Hey guys, by show of hands, Jar Jar Binks, Sith Lord or no? Yes.
Sith Lord.
You were the passengers on the ocean elevator about to ascend. The Twilight Zone. One stormy night long ago, 5 people stepped through the door of an elevator and had a nightmare. That door is opening once again, and this time, it's opening for you. Something you won't find in any guidebook.
guys, that is going to do it for our update here from Star Wars Galactic Nights at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Gotta say, this is an awesome event. If you've never had a chance to try it out, you've got to get here. If you're a Star Wars fan, well, yeah, you need to be here. Enough said. We're going to have more updates from here, so if you like what we do, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Midway Mayhem, and I will see you out on the Midway.